Because information is currency. You're not going to go around handing money to people. One, they didn't work for it, so they didn't earn it. So they're not going to value it. They're just going to go around wasting it. Same way with your information. Do you want people doing that to your information? No.
Say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby.
Hello, my name is Blessing. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about habits that are going to lead you to becoming your best self. So I have everything written down on my little notepad, so if you see me glancing down, I'm just reading off my notepad. Number one is going to be stop having expectations. People do not owe you anything. And honestly, the biggest cause to most disappointments are having expectations, especially ones that are set way too high. Growing up, I remember my parents would always instill into my siblings and I that nobody owed you anything. People do not owe you the lint off their shirt, the penny that you dropped on the ground, and they decide to pick up after you walk by. People do not owe you anything. Yes, it would be nice for them to give it to you, and you should always be appreciative if they do, but understand that it's not a requirement and they don't owe you anything. And in that same breath, I'm going to use it to say stop buying people. What do I mean when I say stop buying people? Now, a lot of the times, especially women, will go out of their way to do something for somebody in hopes that they're going to return the favor or do something else in return. Now, I'm not saying that this is not going to work, but a lot of the times, people end up disappointed. So how would you feel if you went out of your way to do A, B, C in hopes that you're going to get X, Y, Z, and instead of that, that person turns back and say, nobody asked you to do all that. And it's true, nobody asked you to do all that. If you're going to do something for somebody, do it because you want to, not because you want them. Number two is going to be stop telling everybody your business. Not everybody needs to know everything about you. There is value in mystery. Personally, I get a kick out of it when I've known somebody for years and they find out something random about me and they're like, oh, I never knew that. And it gets them thinking like, geez, like what else don't I know about this girl? And it makes them, want to know more. It makes you more enticing. It makes them want to know a little bit more about you. They sit back like, what else don't I know? Yeah, what else don't you know? I guess you're going to have to stick around to find out. When somebody knows everything about you, you just become common knowledge. Like, the sky's blue. Like, that, nobody wants to talk about the sky being blue. Like, it's common knowledge. Everybody knows it's blue. When you have information that people do not know about, and you just like leave little trails, you'll have people behind you like, picking up information, like picking up the little crumbs, like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Come back, I want more. Now, some may say this is a manipulation tactic. Is it? Or is information just currency? Because information is currency. You're not going to go around handing money to people. One, they didn't work for it, so they didn't earn it. So they're not going to value it. They're just going to go around wasting it. Same way with your information. Do you want people doing that to your information? No. Number three is going to be stick to your word. There's nothing more in this world that is probably top 3 icks. Definitely. Because it's very icky for somebody to just be talking about something that they're going to do and never do. You look like a joke. Nobody's going to take you serious. How can we take you serious if you can't even take yourself serious? How can we expect you to keep your word to us if you can't even keep your word to yourself? You don't even respect yourself. How can other people respect you? I got a little passionate in that moment, but honestly, it's really an ick for me. It's so icky to me when people just talk about something that they're going to do and yet never do it. Never put effort into it. And we all have our faults, but just hold your tongue. Control. The words that come out of your mouth are so powerful. And if you're just talking and spewing things out, eventually people start weighing your words to a feather. No, you want your words to hold weight. So stick to your word and do what you say you're going to do. Number 4 is going to be being open to criticism and taking accountability. Pride and ego are the biggest obstacles in your way to reaching your higher self. Your pride is going to tell you, I'm not asking them for information. I'm going to just do it myself because they're going to think I need them. Your ego is going to tell you, who does that person think they are giving me advice? They are nowhere where I want to be in life. There is something so powerful about having enough humility to be comfortable with being the dumbest person in the room. Being able to take advice from someone who you deem lower than you, younger than you. There is wisdom to be gathered from any and everybody, no matter where they come from, how old they are, what they've been through. Just being able to, sit back and be willing to take in information and tell your pride and your ego to, simmer down. It's not the time or the place. I'm going to take in all this information and then use my discernment and filter out what I want and take the rest with me. They say, eat the meat and throw the bones away. Do not let your pride and your ego get in the way of you reaching your higher self. And last but not least, we have number 5. I know this is something that's been thrown around a lot recently, and you may already know this, but your looks matter. How you appear out into this world is so important. Your looks represent who you are. Yes, humans are spiritual beings, but we live in a physical realm, a materialistic world. With that being said, we use our senses to determine what we like, what we don't like, what we need to stay away from, and what we want to be around. Do not ever let anybody tell you that it's okay to let yourself go. It's okay to be a little musty, to not care about your appearance today. I'm gonna just step out in my ain't nobody gonna see me outfit and then end up seeing everybody in that outfit. Pretty privilege is real. And yes, there are downsides to it, but the good outweighs the bad. How people treat you really does determine on how you look. So going back to the senses, visual, your outside appearance matters, okay? The clothes you wear, the tattoos, the piercings that you get, they all represent who you are. Even if it's not who you think you are, the way you look represents who you are inside. You are the biggest representation of yourself. So before you even open your mouth to speak, people have already thrown you into a category based off how you look already. Now, don't get me wrong, it is possible for somebody who does not look adequate to open their mouth and start saying things that do deem them as adequate, or somebody who has surpassed the requirements of something. But the chances of that happening are slim, and people know that. Very seldom is it that somebody may shock someone and make them feel ashamed for judging a book by their cover. The chances are very, 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 very slim. Does it happen? Yes. Does it happen often? No. Moving on to smell. Aroma has the power to ignite so many different emotions. When you smell something, it can either bring you back to a memory, it can make you feel repulsed, disgusted, it can make you feel loved. Smell is very, very powerful. You don't want somebody who smells bad or has bad breath around you. And you also do not want to be that person who has bad breath or smells bad. Going on to speech. How you talk is very important. Your vernacular is going to set you on the scale, to be honest. If somebody is speaking broken English, side note, I am not somebody who does this, but these things do happen. I have seen it happen with family members who do not speak proper English, and I've seen it happen with strangers who are speaking broken English to other people. And I think this could go for any language, honestly. If you go to a foreign country and you're not speaking the language fluently, and there's like cracks and people can see that you're not fluent in it, they place you on a scale. And this is applicable to vernacular as well. If somebody is speaking Ebonics, don't get me wrong, there is a time and a place for everything. But if you're just out there speaking Ebonics to any and everybody, people will place you on a certain level on the scale. If you're speaking proper English now and you have a wide range of vocabulary, people throw you on a certain level on the scale. I personally am working on not cussing so much. Somebody who does use profanity a lot will be thrown on a certain level on the scale. Swearing is not attractive, whether you be a woman or a man. Having a wide range of vocabulary is very, very important. And this could also coincide with hearing, so things people hear you say. Moving on to touch. People may not always remember what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. How you make somebody feel is extremely detrimental to your character. You want to be somebody that makes people feel loved, inspired, at peace, all these positive vibrations, because that is going to set you far from the crowd. Anger, sadness, guilt, depression, all these low vibrational feelings, they're for free. People will hand them out to you. Genuine happiness, unconditional love, self-respect, self-love are some of the most expensive, priceless things a person could have. And once you have it, you want other people to have it too. You want people to experience this feeling. And that's going to set you far from the crowd. Everybody else is handing out all these low vibrational feelings, and here you come handing out sunshine and love. People gonna be looking at you like, oh, I need that. Come here. Come here. With that being said, how you make people feel is so important. So that pretty much wraps up the video. Thank you so much if you stuck it out through the end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite piece of advice was, or if there's anything that you think I may have left out, please comment down below. Don't be stingy around here. Let us know what you think people could implicate in reaching their higher self. Thanks for watching. Bye.